It's Martin West on the inside line though for Redgate Corner. Good start though by Simon Walker-Hansel from the outside of the front row of the grid. He's going to slot into the lead of the race. Murray Shepherd there in third position as they head up towards Redgate Corner for the first time. Looks like Andrew Tate is going to go down to 5th place, in fact, at the expense of Carl Roystonars there, and number 19, which is Daniel Garrett, up to 6th as well as they turn their way through Hollywood, down the Craner curves for the first time in this final race of the day. This car almost silhouetted now in this evening sunshine. It looks like it is, though, Simon Walker-Hansel, classified 6th in race 1, that leads as they head through the old hairpin then. And it looks like everyone has made it safely through the first few corners this time. And they head off up towards Schwantz Curve. Murray Shepherd there showing his nose to both Simon Walker-Hansel and Martin West, though, Josh, as they head through McLean's.
Yeah, it's very close, isn't it, at that front group. And there's a bit of sideways action on cold tyres a bit further down. But here are the leaders, and no one's breaking away whatsoever. But it is Walker-Hansel, who won on the road earlier, penalised later, that leads it. Remember, he went off early in the earlier race as well, so be hoping not to repeat that. He's under pressure from Martin West, who's alongside him as they come down towards the S's, and he's through. So Martin West has got the lead into the S's. Really late on the brakes he is as well. Roussenard is side by side with Garrett for 4th. That's a good start from Daniel Garrett from 10th on the start. And Martin West really has got a big lead, hasn't he? He was so quick through the S's. Murray Shepherd for 2nd. Up the inside of Walker-Hansel, gets it. Then it's Roussenard. Then Tate comes back on Daniel Garrett, so that puts Tate back to where he started. But it's a good lead for Martin West. How long will that last, Ian?
Not long, I shouldn't have thought. Not if Locost Racing is anything to go by. Some not outrageously late braking by Locost on the Din2 Goddard that time. Everyone made it safely through, but it is Martin West leading then, and the gap at the end of lap 1 has yet to appear on my screen actually. Hopefully it will do soon, but it's side by side for second place. 1.254 seconds is the answer. Maybe Shepherd goes up the inside of Simon Walker-Hansel to get 2nd place away though. Carl Roystonars is about to lose out for 3rd place as well, I think, and that is to Andrew Tate in the first instance, I reckon. They drop down through Craners for the 2nd time in this race. Nose to tail for 2nd place. Simon Walker-Hansel back ahead of Murray Shepherd now. So really close racing between those two. Murray Shepherd, last year's champion, of course, the only ex-low-cost champion on the grid. Up towards McLean's. And Martin West still has a decent lead. It's not evaporated quite as quickly as I thought.
It was weird how he got the big lead, really, wasn't it? Through the S's. He just one corner and he was gone. They weren't like they were battling behind either. 28 cars started, by the way, so we did lose a number from that earlier race when we had a couple of incidents at the end of the early one. West, though, feels that 1.2 seconds is necessitating a bigger weave all the way down the back straight, and that is allowing the others to catch. Gary Brandon diving down the inside there to pass Roussenard, but then of course he's slow through the corner. That means the 3rd car in that battle, Paul Clark, can take advantage. He's on the inside coming down towards the Melbourne hairpin, but West's lead certainly is smaller now. For 4th, Daniel Garrett down the inside. It's very tight there. Brandon and Clark and Roussenard, I think he's losing more positions in all of that. That was busy. And then into the Goddard hairpin now. Up the inside, number 5, that's George Grice, I think. Yep, George Grice trying to gain a place, and that's another place Cole Roussenard has lost. He started the lap in 4th. He's almost at the back of this queue now, but it's nose to tail for the lead because Simon Walker-Hansel sets a new lap record of 1:57.5, and he goes up the inside of Martin West and he grabs the lead.
He does indeed. So that lead of 1.25 seconds at the beginning of the lap eliminated really by just over a lap later into Redgate Corner. I'm sure it won't be the last lead change of the race. 10.5 minutes still to go. Murray Shepherd on his own a little bit now in 3rd position for the moment. Daniel Garrett 4th, Andrew Tate 5th, Gary Brandon in 6th spot, Paul Clark 7th. Carl Roystonars just losing out a little bit on that lap down to 9th. In fact, lost 5 places on that lap. Here they are, heading up towards McLean's. Simon Walker-Hansel and Martin West. Martin West, who had a long run of races where he finished in 2nd position without winning. He did eventually overcome that bogey. Now that's a car that's been off wide into the, not into the gravel, but brushing the gravel, I think, at McLean's. Didn't quite see which one that was that caused that. Leaders are out of Coppice though, heading down the exhibition straight. This time it's the turn of Simon Walker-Hansel to move around a little bit down the straight, with behind him the number 94 car of Martin West. Murray Shepherd a bit further back in third spot. So down towards the Melbourne hairpin. Can Simon Walker-Hansel, Martin West I should say, make a move into the right-hander? Looks like he's not going to here, Josh.
Not this time. Murray Shepherd have been keen to try and catch the two of them, otherwise it would just be those two in a bit of a tactical slipstreaming race, I'd imagine. But it's Walker-Hansel in front into Goddard's. West happy to sit behind him at the moment. There's 9 minutes to go as they accelerate up across the line. Or somebody's had an issue there at the hairpin. Looks like they've lost their nose cone. Presume the car's continued.
Yeah, looks like that will be biffed up. But there's one heading into the pits.
Indeed.
Can you see who that is, Josh? I can't quite tell. Anyway, leaders are...
It's certainly a car without a nose cone. It is...
was the number on the nose cone? is the
40.
Problem.
It's 40.
Okay.
Which of course it says on the screen. That would have been easier, wouldn't it?
David
40
Martin.
David Martin. Yeah. The battle for the lead is close, though, isn't it? There. And Andrew Tate's got third and the lap record, 1:57.3. So Andrew Tate, the winner in the end earlier, has moved into third ahead of Murray Shepherd. He'll be looking to chase these two leaders.
Yeah, so Martin did come into pits from 13th position. Here are the leaders then. Walker-Hansel and West. Walker-Hansel penalised in race 1. Dropped back down from 1st to 6th, so he'll be keen to make amends for that here. More dust being kicked up in the background, and you've got Gary Brandon going through in 5th. He finished race 1 in... He was well up, wasn't he? He was 4th, wasn't he, in race 1? So a good performance that from Gary Brandon earlier on.
Going well again.
Yeah, he certainly is. He seems to be coming on strong actually in recent seasons, although he's been racing at Locost for quite some time now.
The Lacey cars in this group as well, isn't it? That's the Charrington Run car that he's in. He went well earlier and looks like he's going well again. There's the Martin nose cone. Now, are we getting that second pair closer? It was 2 seconds at the beginning of the lap. Hard to tell, really. But Martin West hasn't really put a challenge on, has he? He's quite keen for it just to be the two of them up front, I imagine.
Yeah,
so
I think
he'll do a last lap challenge.
Yeah, he'll be quite content just to sit in there. Oh, one of the pointers has got a problem. That's what it was going through that. Yeah, I would think Martin must be quite happy to sit there for the two of them to keep working with each other to pull out a bit of a gap and then back himself really to try and find his way past Simon Walker-Hansel on the final lap, and Walker-Hansel will have to back himself to defend that position. 6 3/4 minutes to go.
However, Andrew Tate just set another new lap record, 1:56.6, which is 3 seconds under what we had at the beginning of the day, with Louis Wall in the 59s as a lap record. But they are catching. It's now a second and a half back to Tate, so they're in that slipstreaming range to make it 4 for the lead, which I suspect will make it more entertaining for us.
Up to McLean's goes Simon Walker-Hansel with Martin West in very close attendance then. It's looking like a pretty tactical race this from Martin. Playing the longer game, but I guess the danger here is that the race 1 winner, Andrew Tate, will be gradually catching them. On the last lap he did the lap record, 1:56.693, which was about 8/10 faster than either of the two cars ahead of him. Side by side now, and West has gone through, taken the lead. Wasn't much in the way of defence offered by Simon Walker-Hansel. There was, though. It looks like Paul Clark's been off into the gravel briefly at Coppice as well.
Yeah, I think he went pretty wide in all of that, but indeed, a change for the lead. I think. No, where's he gone?
Well, this is a good question. Where has West gone? He's gone.
There's a car on the grass halfway down the straight, so whether that's an issue or he run wide, I think it might have been an issue because he's not rejoining.
Oh, try and pick that up.
Things.
Try and pick that up. So it's Simon Walker-Hansel leading now, and Andrew Tate in second place. So the on-the-road winner and the classified winner together here. Murray Shepherd in third place. Probably 3 laps to go in this race now. Shepherd is about a second and a half behind the 2 leaders. Tate not driving the strategic race that Martin West had been, because he's gone straight down the inside of Simon Warcancel to take the lead. Warcancel will try and come back though at Hollywood, and I think he'll get the place back immediately there. Yes, he does. Down
West,
through the crane as they go.
West come through 9th, about 10 seconds behind, so maybe a mistake as he went past, hard to tell. But we've got a good battle for the lead. Andrew Tate was pushing on there sideways out the old hairpin. Strange that Murray Shepherd wasn't able to go with him, last year's champion. And Tate's going to get the lead here, I think, into McLean's on the outside line. He has. So Tate's back in front, but Murray Shepherd not really catching these two, which is slightly odd.
Certainly is, isn't it? So he's 2 seconds adrift of the leader. Can he haul himself into contention for the final lap? That's going to be the question. I think there'll be 2 more laps to go at the end of this. Well, there's the problem with the 40 car. Well, the radiator damaged. We saw the nose off. It was obviously more than just bodywork that was the issue for number 40. Simon Warcancel getting alongside Andrew Tate down into the Melbourne hairpin. He's on the inside line and gets the lead back away from Tate. Warcancel probably a more experienced driver than is Tate, but Tate learning his racecraft in Locost all the time. Finished 4th in the championship last year. Outbreaks himself there. In the course of last year's racing, I don't think he got a win, did he? But he's had his first win this season. Yeah, his best result was a couple of 3rd places last year. Andrew Tate, 2 laps to go in this Demon Tweeks Yokohama Low-Cost Championship race. And Shepherd's fallen even further back behind the leaders now, Josh.
Martin West dropped to 9th. He's back to 5th, so he's absolutely flying after whatever that issue was for him at the S's, but he's just too far back, I think. Cole Roussillard's fought back to 4th, and indeed, Murray Shepherd, I wonder if he's got a problem, because he's really dropping away now from the top 2. He had a problem here at the end of last year when he won the championship. Oh, Gary Brandon's, it's all gone wrong for him up at Redgate.
That's a shame. Yeah, 4th in race 1, he was running 5th, then 7th in race 2, but he's dropped back a little bit further now. I should think he's lost at least 3 places because of that spin. Because the cars were so close behind him.
Sideways there with Martin West as he was he's pushing on. He's trying to hang on to 5th now because George Grice is fighting back. It's actually Daniel Garrett that's fighting on him now. Then Grice behind, and Miles Lacey in what I believe to be his first race weekend, having a good run in the top 10 once more, and among some quick guys there. Lots of tyre spill through Coppice, but I think they're all through okay.
Yeah, in the first race it was a 1:58.211 for Miles Lacey, but it was a short-lived lap record. That's now with Andrew Tate, 1:56.693. Here they are down into the Fogarty S's, the 19 car of Daniel Garrett, the grey car, just behind 94 Martin West. George Grice now behind both of them, down towards the hairpin. Carl Roycenars, it is up ahead of them in 4th position. So they're not going to catch Murray Shepherd, who's about 5 seconds up the road. Meanwhile, the leaders are just about to cross the line. They just have crossed the line again, in fact, start their final lap. And it's Warcancel ahead by 0.5 of a second. Up the inside there goes Daniel Garrett, and he gets a place away from George Grice. So the order is Simon Warcancel leading, Andrew Tate 2nd, Murray Shepherd 3rd, Carl Roycenars 4th, Martin West 5th, Daniel Garrett 6th, George Grice down to 7th now. And it's Miles Lacey up into 8th place with that spin for Gary Brandon on the previous lap. But here are the 2 leaders, Josh.
Yeah, and this is where our attention's going to be for this final lap of the day of racing, and it could be either of them that win this. Warcancel in front, one on the road earlier, but in the result it was Tate. So who's going to win this time? Is Tate getting alongside up towards McLean's? He is, he's in front, but is that where you want to be? I think Warcancel was quite content to let him get there because he knows down into the S's he should have a good run. So this gets very tactical now with the last few straights. Pretty much every corner from now on is an overtaking opportunity. in the Locost Championship, and Walker Hansel's right there behind Tate. I suspect this might get very weavy now, down towards the S's. Perhaps not. Andrew Tate just sort of sitting there, so he's not weaving about like we saw earlier, but Walker Hansel, is he going to go through? Yes, inside line, he's got it, but 2 corners to go, Ian. Ian, there's plenty of opportunity for that to change.
Absolutely right. 2 overtaking opportunities, the 2 hairpins to go. Can Andrew Tate come back to make it back-to-back wins today? They go past one of the slower cars. We'd seen the 17 car pull off on the start and finish rate. That was Russ Atwood. That's not going to impact on this race at all. They've been through 1 hairpin. Simon Walker Hansel still leads. It's going to be last of the late breakers. Andrew Tate's going to have to come from a long way back. I think he's too far back, isn't he? As they come into Goddard's for the final time. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Simon Walker Hansel that's done it. He's about 3 car lengths ahead up to the line, and for the second time today on the road, Simon Walker Hansel wins the Demon Tweeks Yokohama Locost Championship race from Andrew Tate. 0.4 of a second between them in the end. A very good race it was. Murray Shepherd third. Who's going to be fourth though over the line? Is that just Martin West that's pipped Carl Roysenars? It is by 0.2 of a second. Martin West gets 4th position. Carl Roysenars 5th.
Yep, down here with our final winner of the day, which is Simon Walker Hansel. Simon, it was jubilation and disappointment in race 1, but hopefully this one sticks. Well done on the victory.
Yeah, I can't see them taking this off me. And I worked for it at the end. Sorry, I don't know the guy's name I was racing with. I'm still fairly new. Yeah, Andrew. I think he got the win last time when it got taken off me, but I had to, work at it and let him have the lead on the last lap so I could take it back off him on the straights with the slipstream.
That's what the guys said in the box. They said you're probably best to sit in second place and try and get it done towards the end.
Yeah, I was hoping to let him pass up the end of the straight, but he didn't go for it, and then he had the run on me up into McLean's, and I backed out, let him through, and it worked perfectly.
It seemed like your working together helped though, because you pulled away from 3rd and 4th and got yourselves out in front.
Yeah, that's what this form was all about, the slipstreaming, and around here, the 2 big straights, it really works. So yeah, it's a good weekend. 2 wins on the track, 1 taken off us, which I don't think was fair, but I can't do anything about that.
Still good points, and it puts you in a good place for the next round.
Yeah, hopefully so. And the next one's my local at Croft, and we've got three races. So I think 3 wins would be nice.
It's going to be exciting. Simon, well done on the victory in the final race.
Thank you. Thanks.
There we go then. Simon Walker Hansel is the victor in the final race of the day here at Donington Park, and that's us done from the 750 Motor Club. We thoroughly hope you've enjoyed all the action here on Alpha Live, because it's been a thoroughly enjoyable day. A bit cold, but we've enjoyed the racing, as we said. Don't forget, we do it all again in just under 2 weeks' time as we head to Cadwell Park on the 17th of April. But Alpha Live will be back with all the action right here, and hopefully you can join us for that one as we head to Silverstone. But from now, from all the team, from 750 Motor Club, from Ian Soman, Josh Barrett and myself, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon indeed.